You know they saying them two Island Boys niggas?
I heard one of them got in trouble.
But they saying they both Epstein sons.
How?
What you mean?
I mean, I know how sex works and shit, but
I
guess
why they the Island Boys.
I guess I'm saying how, cause how did just like how is that just now news? These niggas been on our nerves for the last.
Cause you know them as the Island Boys.
Oh, and we didn't know what the island meant. We didn't know it was actually Epstein Island they was talking about, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas. Niggas that hate on niggas for half of the reason. Yeah. Like it's a whole other good reason you should be hating on these niggas also, dog.
The fact that they suck, but
that's the reason we was already hating on them.
We was hating on them because you suck.
Yeah.
But we really hate. But they might not even be Epstein's sons.
Why you say that then?
They might just be Island Boys.
From the island of Epstein.
Yeah, little missing kids and shit. But them niggas got too old to stay over there and be cute little boys. So they released them on the public with millions of dollars and shit. And,
the hush money.
Yeah, millions of dollars. And now you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Be whoever you want to be.
Just don't.
And they just, they move like some touched little boys.
Lost like shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Because regular people move lost. So you know these niggas lost.
But being incredibly tatted and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I always wonder, like, when you see a random tattooed face person, do you do tattoos or
you was touched? And this is a way that you cover up the person you see in the mirror because you be feeling like that person is weak because you allow somebody to take advantage of you.
Oh my God! I'm about to say, "Oh, are you a rapper?" Or I'm about to cut you or continue.
No. Let's just cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hard on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's another one of I guess monikers and names. The shit we laugh at.
The shit we laugh at. Yeah. But hey, man. All right, that's what I was going to talk about right now.
Yeah.
That was one thing too.
That's what's up.
But me and Big Mike was talking about it.
Okay.
Because he was like, yo, that's fucked up. You see the Cardi B video, her and Lotto joint?
I think so.
Where these bitches all waving guns in the joint?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
I didn't see the video.
It's the
I just seen the video.
The rip me out the plastic because I'm feeling brand new video or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, Nah, because all I seen was a video of her revealing who was on her remix. You know, I fuck with Lotto, so I followed her or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then she ripped the plastic off of Cardi B or whatever. Yeah. But I didn't see the music video or whatever.
Okay, well, in the video, they all waving guns in the joint. And this nigga was like, yo, they was just getting on Ja Morant. But I had to let him know that.
What the fuck?
Her job ain't his job.
Yeah.
And his job told him, after the first time you wave guns, don't wave guns no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here go your smack on the wrist. Just don't.
My bad. Who said this?
Me and Big Mike.
No, you going to was Big Mike the one saying that?
Big Mike was like, yo, that's fucked up that they getting on job for waving the gun, but they don't say nothing to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's always bad because camera
because they tooting guns and shit. Yeah. They tooting ass and guns at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I mean, it's a bad image, but that's not their job to. You know what I'm saying? They don't work for the NBA and the NBA say.
I look at it like we should be getting on them for that.
Yeah.
Not their boss, because essentially they're their own boss, which is the part that we employ. I mean, the part that we promote or we're happy about, the fact that you are your own boss. But since you are your own boss, why are you doing this shit?
We the boss and we don't say shit to them, like you said. Because we the ones that buy that shit, put their money in their pocket.
Yeah, that's fucking. I always talk about the fact that you really want to be an entrepreneur.
Work for yourself, you still working for them.
No, you have so many bosses now.
Yeah,
you don't have one boss.
That's why I said them.
Yeah,
all them niggas. Everybody who wants something from you is now your boss. And I've already paid you. I want. Yeah, you been heard about the Spider-Man drama and shit? They said that in a few years, Miles Morales will be the Spider-Man all these kids know, and Peter Parker will be like an afterthought.
Who's mad?
White people. Of course you know they mad. They was mad about the Ariel. Let's talk about that too. White people was mad about Ariel being black. Mm-hmm. I'm mad because the dude is still white.
Yeah, the dad's still white. And all her sisters.
The dude she dating still white.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. You niggas ain't mythologically, you know what I'm saying, appealing to motherfucking mythological creatures and shit. Fucking white people always gotta be Jesus.
Still chasing the white man, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know I'm hating that whole little situation right now.
Her name like, black, she's black, but she still has red hair. Like, y'all don't know
You
shit.
seen it yet?
No. I heard it
was good.
I heard it was the exact same as the regular Little Mermaid, like shot for shot.
First of all, that was good. Yeah. The first Mermaid was good.
It's just a little black girl. The only thing changed was a black girl.
Shit.
And they talking about how Melissa McCarthy was, how she gushed over, and how much she loves working with Lil Halle.
Yeah,
they say Halle be sitting around humming all the time, and shit's just so magically beautiful.
I want to see it. I definitely want to see the movie.
Yeah. The kids wouldn't see this shit. I didn't.
I'll wait till come on Disney though.
I don't want to go by myself.
I'll be waiting until some.
Be the only nigga in there watching Little Mermaid talking about somewhere.
Knowing the songs and shit, you know what I mean? Just remember, like, oh, I know this song. And singing shit.
Yeah. Norman. Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea.
But I forgot, there's a Screen Crush joint that was saying that people think that movie was about her being in love with
a white man.
Yeah. But it's more about the fact that her having a beef with her father and wanting to be her own type of person.
Wanting to be a different woman.
Yeah,
and shit,
And I watched the Screen Crush dude. They do a lot. He mostly do Marvel joints, but then he did a behind the scenes joint well, not behind the scenes, but just a breakdown of what people got wrong about this movie, and then the change of Disney or whatever. He was talking about the whole three. It's funny how nerded out I get on shit like this, and it started with Marvel. But then it's like if he put up a new video, and because he do Star Wars too. I don't watch Star Wars, so I don't watch them joints. But if he do anything that's kind of anywhere in my realm, and it's mad interesting. You know what I mean? Because it's like you forget like there are artists that are making these projects, so they're going to put. It's not just a picture and some car. It's some other messages in there or whatever, or the fact that it comes from a source and how they like to play with that. Like all that shit's mad interesting, dog. And it also goes to the point where there's so many ways to make money besides the one way most people think. Most people think.
By holding the mic.
Or you're holding the mic, or you got to be the actor or shit like that. Like, no, you could be because it was so interesting when Priya was taking theater. Yeah. She was taking theater, and she was part of the person that builds the cast. You feel like that's a money. Like if you work for Marvel, you're getting money. Yeah. Like you're getting money. You know what I mean? That's another way for people to make money.
Yeah, that's something I learned as a kid too. I did a project on cartooning and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was what I thought I would be. And on what was the genre it was? It was the Mickey Mouse cartoon where the brooms and shit came to life. Fantasia or whatever the fuck it was. I did a genre on that, right? And you know every movement is a different picture. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like 57 artists that worked on that movie. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how, like, for every cartoon movie, you gotta think it's like 57 motherfuckers working to make those, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's different artists doing the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, you off tomorrow, so I gotta fill in for you, so, you know what I mean? They just, like, you know, it's like transparent paper, whatever. Like,
that's another thing that they talked about, too, like, all them, they were talking about how our generation had to deal with the part twos of just random movies you forgot about.
Right.
And they came at the same time where Disney figured out a way to do that quicker. So they didn't have to draw every single clip. So that's why a lot of the joints, like Fox and the Hound, like the black lines are like mad strong.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The outline are mad strong because of this new way they figured out how to do that joint. I mean, I didn't cut you off, but I thought about that when you talked about how every clip was a joint. And I remember in the joint
where Winnie the Pooh and the Jungle Book. Like
Christopher
Robin was the same way. Like it was the same shit. They just
but you see in the Jungle Book joint how strong the lines are.
Yeah.
Like he was saying, that's when they figured out how to do this a lot faster. And that's why they was able to put out more projects. But it was like all them part twos and shit, like they were like terrible. Like Lion King 2 was terrible. Yeah. Little Mermaid 2, I forgot there was one. Like all of this was just terrible because they was trying to make money. Because the movies that we saw, Little Mermaid, all of them, the first ones, that was the golden age. Yeah. They were trying to capitalize off that because they found a new way to push it out quicker. You know what I mean? It just didn't. Like I said, I wouldn't even remember half of them jokes. Part two, like I'm thinking like
fuck that shit.
But most of the movies is funny too because we didn't have so many options like everybody do now. Like all the movies you saw, you just happen to see them. Like there's no you're a boy no matter what you saw Little Mermaid. You know what I mean? Like that's the Snow White. You know that movie. You feel me? Like nowadays, if it's a girls movie, a kid can say, a boy would say, no, I ain't seen that when I was growing up because, you know, I had mad options. I ain't watching that shit. Us is like, I mean, it was on, nigga, and I was a kid and shit was interesting. Nigga, the fuck we talking about?
We sat down around as the family and watched that bitch on VHS in the living room.
Or in kindergarten. The first couple of grades, nigga, they rolled that TV out a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Or daycare, because I went to daycare.
Keep your little ass quiet.
Did you go to daycare or did you go to daycare or y'all stayed at somebody's house y'all first? I guess 45 years ago.
I was being watched there.
Yeah, okay.
I filmed my aunt.
Oh, y'all do got kindergarten up here.
Sack and all that kind of shit. Yeah, they got all that.
Yeah, but they got kindergarten. I went at Richmond. I went to kindergarten shit for like the first 5 years. The first. Yeah, 'cause the bus was picking me up and going out there. To maybe like I guess my second year of middle school. Come on, the apartment complex I lived in, kindergarten was like at the corner. So I guess she would drop me off there and then I go there afterwards. And then when we got the crib on the street, that's when I'm going. I guess coming home as a latchkey kid or whatever. You know what I mean? I always think about how long my child been a latchkey kid, dog. Like the random stuff that it's just latchkey kids, a lot of responsibility. Bro.
Yeah,
but it's part of life though.
I remember being on I don't know, like I probably was 11, 12 when I stopped.
Being somebody else.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would just be home. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a year or two after my sister was born. And then like everybody had to watch her. Everybody was focused on watching her and I was just like gone.
Y'all know we play flag, right? Of course, the squad name is Supreme Beast, Deuce the QB, and I'm the GM. And you can watch the games here. As Beto. You know what the show's talking about though? I guess it's supposed to be the Kevin Durant story or whatever. First of all, Ice Cube's son is better acting than him.
Ice Cube's son be in everything though.
Yeah, better acting than Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube is definitely Ice Cube and everything.
He's Ice Cube.
Even in Triple X, he was Ice Cube. True. But yeah, this nigga O'Shea, this nigga Junior, he nice. Yeah. But like I said, the swagger is basically the I guess the Kevin Durant story. That's a lot of people break it down.
Like how they did that swarm shit, the Beehive shit, or whatever.
Yeah, but no, cause it's like Kevin Durant in high school and going from school to school and shit like that. Like it's dumb interesting, bro. And I want to watch it with Lil Mama because it's a couple of it's conversations you need to have. And I like for a show to kind of be a segue into it, if that makes sense. So when it's Kevin Durant, he got a best friend that play on the girls team also. You know what I mean? She was on the girls team. Long story short, the coach started showing her favoritism just in the third, bought some shit just in the third and touched it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then she told what's Jace? That's the boy name. She told Jace, and Jace when they got his homeboys and they beat the dude up. So then the news comes up on the news while the assistant coach comes in and tells the girls that, you know what I mean, something happened to the coach. Somebody be out for just in the third. Another girl comes to her afterwards and like, I noticed how you moved when you heard that news. You know what I mean? And then they broke down something and longer story shorter, they both got touched by this coach. Mm. The girl that's Katie's friend goes home and finally tells her parents. You know what I mean? And now, the thing that got me was, she was like, this after she found out the other girl was getting touched also. Mm-hmm. And she was like, he made me feel special. Like I thought I was special. Mm-hmm. And that's when she broke down. And that shit like that's that part. You know what I mean? And it's like, my bad. It's no harder. That's what hit. That's what made me definitely want to. That's what made me want to think I want to watch the show with the family, with the prayer, whatever. You know, I just the comment we can have this in the third. And then in the last episode, they went to they're on a tournament, so they go to a diner, and cops come in and ask for IDs or whatever, some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? There's 3 coaches: the black dude, Muslim, Ice Cube, and the white lady. You know what I mean? They put their IDs on the table. They come get his. They walk right by her. You know, so they focus on that part. You know what I mean? How they walk by her. The KD is like, they check the IDs. They ain't got no warrants. And they say y'all gotta go. It's like, why we gotta go? We just eat. You know what I mean? One kid's like, fucking I'm eating my food. Ice Cube's son is like, no, we need to go. Because he's the coach. We need to get y'all out of here. That's how he's thinking. You know what I mean? We need to get y'all out of here. You know what I mean? So, no, that's good. We leave. And the kid's getting hyped. He's like, no, we're good. Let's go. You know what I mean? So they leave out or whatever. So before they get on the bus, the kid got a problem. So your coach like, yo, why you do that? He's like, my job is to get you back home. Like, not even to this game right now, to get you back home. That is my job. Like, you want to be in there and being tough, that's not the place. Like, it's not going to prove anything. Yeah. And my job is to get you home. Right. You know what I mean? So they still go to their game. Right. So they go to their game and they're doing begin the game through the national anthem. You know what I mean? Segue, funny. So anytime we're at an event, and I like at track, so at track meets is different than we up at our volleyball games or a soccer game. Because I'm in the bleachers, I'm already sitting down. You know what I mean? But if we at a track meet and I'm at the Frenches watching what's going on, and then they just do the national anthem, I'm already standing up, and I be like this. I look at prayer, like. That should be hilarious. Coach, you like you stand, got you standing. That should be hilarious. Oh man, but so back to the show. They got the game, and the national anthem being sung. About halfway through, Jace decides to kneel. You know what I mean? And slowly, players start to do it. The last person to do it is the coach. O'Shea. O'Shea. The third person to do it is the Muslim coach, who's the assistant. I don't even know what happened to the white lady. I don't know if she did it or not. She might have been in the stands. I don't even remember that part. Right. But two players did not. A Spanish player and another black kid. I think it's like just another black kid, because that's actually part of the story also. Yeah. You know what I mean? So of course when the song's over, whatever, the crowd's booing. Right. You know why? Because this game is for the veterans. This game is for the veterans, yo. So the game started, they playing this, then the third. First play, Jace go down, yam the joint. You know what I mean? Technical, hanging on the rim. So you know what type of game this is gonna be. You know what I mean? Then the crowd starts heckling kids. The crowd starts heckling these kids, saying shit. You know what I mean? The Spanish boy who stood up, they say, "I'm gonna call ice on you. I'm gonna call ice on you." Just drag these little kids. You know what I mean? And they're little kids. You know what I mean? So they're not playing good. Of course, they're flustered. You know what I mean? So they're losing at halftime, and Jace, he's like, coach, players only meeting. He said, what? He said, players only meeting. He's like, all right, you got it. Walk outside. So now, as an old man, me and you watching the show, we're thinking, okay, he's going to try to figure out what's going on with the seniors and the third or support song. He was like, why y'all two ain't kneel? That's what he addressed. I don't know why I was thinking with a mature mind. That was funny to me. I did not think about this what he was going to say.
That's real monkey in the room. Y'all wasn't part of the team. That's why we ain't
shit. So I forgot the Spanish person answer, because the second person answer was so much better. He was like, yo, it don't matter regardless. And I thought he was going to go with the fact that it don't matter regardless, because whatever we do doesn't matter. Right. He was like, it don't matter regardless because he's like, I ain't part of y'all. Yeah. Y'all don't rock with me. Yeah. Y'all don't think I can play. I think he's African, but he's from some other. He's like, oh, y'all just rock with me. Y'all don't like me, but I know everything. Y'all don't think I can play, but I know everything. Right. Like I know the fact that this nigga cut 6 times. Like every time you do this, he comes up. Like he's just naming shit. Like just naming shit. You know what I mean? So the coach asked them, before the coach left, he asked them if y'all want to play. Because he's like, y'all don't have to go back out there. Because this is unfair what they're doing to y'all. Like, they're really being rude. You know what I mean? They don't have to do that to you. While this is going on, a rival, he's somewhat of a rival, but he runs AAU. And he didn't pick up this team. No, Jace left a team that he was sponsoring to come to this team. So he does have some kind of beef, but he's sponsoring this event. So he told somebody to go out there and say something to the people, whatever. You know what I mean? Another white man. He's like, yo, y'all, come on, they're kids. Yeah. They're kids, you know what I mean? And it's funny because he played both sides pretty well. Like, I was surprised by that, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of the reason why, you know what I mean? The veterans fought for freedom of speech. Yeah. And regardless if you agree with what they're trying to do,
they got the right to do it.
Yeah, they got the right to do it, and they're kids. Can we just have a game? You know what I mean? So I guess the heckler kind of ends or whatever. So, that comes back up later in the story because the dude that did it didn't do it to protect him. He's like, yo, them kids ruined my fucking show. Like, that's what I'm pissed off about. Yeah. Like, I didn't do that for you. Yeah, I didn't do that because I believe, and he's black. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do it because I believe in them. I did it because I'm trying to salvage my fucking, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah. He ain't saying that harshly, but that's what I took from it. So, yeah, like I said, back in the locker room, the kids break it down. He's like a wizard. He knows all this stuff that was going on. So they go back in the game. They're playing all right, but one dude, I don't know if he fouls out or he has 4 fouls. And he's like, yo, put so-and-so in. You know what I mean? And coach is like, who him?
Black dude that don't nobody fuck with.
Yeah. He's like, put so-and-so in. He's like, who him? He's like, nah, nigga, this, that, the thing. He's like, no, put him in. So, of course, he goes in, he gets a steal, picks, cut blocks. He know everything, you know what I mean? Now the coach get him down to the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, so the other reason why I really wanted to watch that is because just shit like that gonna happen. As a black athlete, as a black athlete that either travels in America or lives in this type of area where you are, you know what I mean? Get big enough, they're gonna hate you. Like right now, they're giving you props because you were kid, this and the third. But get big enough and you're a rival, them words are going to come out. You know what I mean? They're going to show you that true fucking color. How they feel about it. Yeah. And like I said, and it's just interesting also, just being for athletes too. So I definitely I had to cut it short and I got to watch it with them. I watched the whole first season. I got to wait for them to catch up. But season 2 about to come out. But yeah, check that shit out, bro. Like I only told you two episodes, but
yeah, I'll check it out.
That shit good.
Swag.
And it be hoop. Yeah.
It be real hoops. It don't be like All-American.
Hell no.
Because All-American.
Nah, that was funny because I was going through some lists when it was breaking down niggas that play. Like actors that actually hoop. And this nigga go to a D1 school. The Spanish nigga. Yeah. He go to a D1 school. And it's funny because he comes from a rap school. The show's about Jace. You know what I mean? So I'm surprised I didn't see Jace on this list. But you know what I mean? The Spanish niggas was the nigga that actually hoop D1. Like in real life. But yeah. That show good. You looking at him?
Why, you see it on my face? I don't know.
No, something said you captivated.
Bitch getting beat up.
A bitch getting beat up by...
She got beat up and the nigga trying to bust in the house.
She got beat up by him?
I guess they don't ever show. That's why I was waiting to see if they show something. Then it seemed like, yeah. See, so I watched it twice thinking there was something different was happening. But you ain't never see who it was.
Where that nigga broke down the door? Yeah. Broke down the top of that hoe. That lock strong as shit.
Because he kicked the top and the bottom. Then both.
That lock strong as shit. Yo, the shit was laughing.
Yeah, the shit we laughing. Alright. Oh. Crawford and Spence gonna fight.
I seen it. July, they got July day, right?
That shit is real.
Oh shit, that's the next one. Real. That's the next one. Boss, let me find out.
You know what I'm saying?
Not boxing giving us what we want.
You know what I'm saying? About goddamn.
Yeah. Well, once
now they see these niggas making money in the pay-per-views when you really fight somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody buying your shit just because it's you.
And when y'all gonna win?
Shit. Anybody buying that shit just because it's you, nigga? Fuck, you verse somebody. Watch you beat up on somebody or lose to somebody you supposed to beat. The shit about Jamie Foxx, you see that? I don't know if it's truth though.
What part?
Saying that he had he blind and paralyzed from a COVID shot. Because they made him take a COVID shot for the movie set he was on.
I know there was withholding. I know there was speculation about what's really going on.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why, you know.
You ain't heard nothing from him.
They said the nigga was playing pickleball at one point.
Playing pickleball after the shit.
He said he had a stroke, and then said he playing pickleball, and they said they not. So it was rumored that he had a stroke.
Right.
And then a couple weeks later, y'all come out and say he was playing pickleball, he was doing all right. Then even after that, you just say he's doing okay. So yeah, story. And it's so funny because you're a public figure, but we're not, what's the word? We're not entitled to that type of information about what's really going on with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't tell us a nigga playing pickleball.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for what?
Yeah, like, sadly enough, when you are a public figure, let us not grieve, but let us, you know what I mean?
Let us live
with, I ain't gonna say go through it with you, but we go through your ups with you. And you got people that actually are here to go through the downs with you also. Even if it's just a fan, you know what I mean? It might sound like a reach, but that's part of being a public figure. But I don't know, nigga. That's the same fighter, but you captivated on that screen, nigga.
Nah, I was just looking at some other shit. Erykah Badu.
What about her?
Saying Blueface trash. This nigga been wildin' though. This nigga,
I looked at you like, nigga, they ain't dudes.
They said, nah. But Erykah Badu said something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out with he got a little video where he got pregnant bitches around him. And in his video, one of his bars was, knock the bitch down and leave. I ain't staying around. I'm not Oscar Proud or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Oscar Proud?
Oscar Proud from the Proud
family.
Penny Daddy. Nigga, he make all them kids and he be there to take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm in and out of bitch life. I'm not Oscar Proud. That's what he say. I'm saying, so Erykah Badu said, and everybody like, oh shit, you cursed because Erykah in touch with the world.
Oh, why she got a little bass guy there?
You know what I'm saying? She in touch with the world, nigga. You gonna get your karma just because Erykah said so.
Oh shit.
Fuck with me off EDD. Addicted to dick, she got ADD. I ain't never ever picked a bitch that ain't picked me. Control your baby hairs, I'm slicker than edge control. My bitch getting hot, wait for me to big.
This nigga's trash.
How much big her head can hold.
You just said that shit about his career. You ain't gotta talk about him.
Still fuck with Tatiana, we butt.
But all you see other
Be
bitches
the dad, but I don't know
that
her child. I'm in and out of bitch life, I'm not Oscar Proud. Bitch get respectful, I'm so disrespectful. Bird head bitch, how you don't know what's best. I'm only getting bread, I ain't worried about the vegetables. Bitches fuck me, I ain't even said unsexual. Better watch your tone, take the dub and kiss it.
Yo.
You think he went to heaven, yeah.
So you mean to tell me beats have got to the point that they are this fucking dope, and now y'all niggas don't want to rhyme on beat? That shit.
Don't want to rhyme on beat, don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, on top of that part. Because at least back in the day, y'all had hobbies. Y'all won't. Yeah. You was saying something that maybe I just couldn't relate to.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't
some
saying.
Jail shit. I wasn't.
Yeah, you ain't saying it's dope as I would like you to
that
say.
Nigga said some dope ass shit about jail.
At least your man's felt it. But like shit like that, I don't give a fuck who feels it. Matter of fact, I want to know who feels it. Like who listens to that type of shit. Yeah. Like I don't understand that, bro. Like I understand I got water hose with the line and shit, but who? I don't. Because I don't feel like our parents was talking about this type of music they couldn't stand us listening to.
Yeah, because I feel like we had better music.
That's what I'm saying.
We definitely had better music. It was a message behind that shit.
This shit is so dry.
Ain't no message behind none of that shit.
Yeah, but what makes me so mad is the beats part. Like, y'all beats be dope, bro. Like, dope. Because I used to hate that about down south niggas because I ain't really think they could spit. But down south niggas have some ranking ass beats, you know what I mean?
They just be slow with it.
Yeah. You know once I listen to it more and more, like, oh, I like, yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all style is different. Like I like that, yeah. Y'all saying more shit usually. Because the niggas, they got the skills or whatever, they want to show you how they can play with words. Right. And the niggas down south just saying something with their words, nigga, that hit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking love music, bro. I love hip-hop, and these niggas out here.
Fucking it out.
They're so disrespectful.
I knock the bitch up and leave. I ain't Oscar Proud.
Yo, niggas ain't shit, man. Ah, damn. So disrespectful. Why they keep talking about Jimmy Butler and what's his name? Me and Mike Child.
Because of his clutch, nigga. That nigga definitely better in the arms, nigga.
You think it's gonna be a sweep?
Nah, I think Jimmy gonna fight for one of them.
You think it's gonna be tonight? Well, yeah, tonight?
Nah, I think it's gonna be one of the Miami games.
Gotta be game 3.
It
can't be game 4. It gotta be game 4.
If they do that game, that shit 4 shit, and they take it to a game 7, though, like this Boston shit.
So the Fugees reunited?
Prize in jail.
Oh. Well, it said the Fugees
so it's only
reunited.
It's only with Wyclef and Lauren?
No, it's just like niggas saying TLC performing.
Right. Like, no, that's just TNC, nigga. Like, stop faking.
What's your favorite thing to do? They beefing?
Nah, T-Boz.
Yeah, what about it?
I told you I watched that motherfucker. They got a joint too.
That's all?
She's paralyzed right now.
She always had something going on.
Yeah, because she had like something happen and then like she was slightly paralyzed and they was telling her to have surgery on the outside of her face to get it back. She said she didn't want to, so she just called it out. You know what I'm saying? But she still has like a slight paralysis on the outside. Right. That's why she like smiled how she smiled or some shit. It was some shit I was watching on that same channel. Shit. I was watching all that other shit. Like they was having girl time on that jump. You know what I'm saying?
The shit we ain't know.
Yeah. I like that joint though.
Yeah.
Watching the motherfucking other songs and shit. Like I said, I seen the DeBarge on the song, and then I seen Janet joint, and Janet married one of the DeBarge niggas.
A word?
Yeah. She married one of the DeBarge niggas. Janet been married a couple times. Like damn, that's what I be saying. Niggas was marrying her to get that ass.
She treat that shit.
I'll marry you. Fuck it. You is Janet. Yeah, you Janet. shit.
It's funny, there's celebrities too though.
Yeah.
It's funny, like celebrities still married just to get died.
Yeah. Like I married a motherfucker now.
But it's funny, like celebrities treat marriage just like relationships.
Yeah.
Like when you was a kid, you asked, can I go with you?
Right.
Niggas
Well,
say
you
married,
married so we can be married for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can have this wild sex and go a bunch of places.
And it's funny, like,
and
man,
really earn a win.
They be like, man, fuck what them little people think about it.
Yeah.
This is what we do up here.
Yeah.
We
If
sit
not,
there
we'll just
talking
get divorced. I give you a couple million. It's over. Fuck it. You go your way, I go.
Because I did want to have that combo, but I didn't want to have it with and without Chase. The whole marriage combo.
Yeah.
Because I the part I don't like is how everybody, when they talk about marriage, they just jump to one part. And I guess that's, yeah, I don't understand it. I was about to say, I guess because that's, like you said, it happens too much. So I guess the first thing you do got to address the fact that divorce is happening all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, that's the first, I mean, like, if anything, if I bring up the worst thing about every topic we have, then, well, I guess you won't make it to part 2, so there's no point in talking about this also. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's true also, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a bleak way to look at it, though, if you're going into a situation like that. Especially if, the way I look at it, like, I'm only doing this thing once, dog.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, that's why also I'll be like, I ain't got married yet. I think I might.
That is Panda Express, what he's local.
Yeah. Nigga, I went for the interview and the dude was like, all right, come on, let me show you, see what you working with on the forklift. I'm like, shit, all right, cool. And then niggas made me stack up some meat. And then he was like, nah, well, shit, most people would have fucked that up. But you did good. I'm going to talk good about you because you knew what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I told you I drive a forklift, bro. You thought I was bullshit. He was like, man, I thought you. Everybody come in talking about.
Black or what?
Yeah, his old black dude. He's like, yeah, everybody come in talking about they know what they doing. Because that's what he said. He was like, so tell me a little about yourself. When was the last time you drove a forklift? I was like, man, a couple months ago, I drove in the warehouse except for XL. You know what I'm saying? I was lying, but I've driven forklifts for years. So, I mean, you got a helicopter, I'll fly that bitch. You know, that's always my joke, right? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, can you drive a forklift? You got a helicopter? I'll fly that. Like, it ain't nothing I can't do. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, well, show me. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, because everybody say they're good. I hear you on that. You talking about your work. Because I was like, all right, I've worked the clamp joint, forklift, the stand-up joint. I was in the forklift there. You go up with it, you know what I'm saying, and you throw your shit in the back. It's a car part joint. And we up fucking 3 floors putting car hoods on a forklift, you know what I'm saying, sliding that shit in the back, you know what I'm saying, standing on a forklift and shit, and then you drive the forklift down. I drove a big, like, spaceship joint, it's called a narrow aisle joint, you know what I'm saying, where you in the, like, the whole forklift is the whole aisle, and on the front of the joint, you got, like, a forklift that goes both sides and shit, and you can pull off both sides, and then, you know what I'm saying, you turn it forward, and you go down, and you go put the shit, but the junk, you can pull from either side of the shelves, and it's just a big ass forklift. The bitch like a spaceship around it. You sitting in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? With your little missile joints. Like I used to just sit in the bitch and be like, niggas be like, yo, you stupid as shit. But like, yo, this shit like some Star Wars shit. I love this joint. But you know what I'm saying? It's like a button that'll keep it on the little track in the middle.
Where was that?
At this joint, security, moving storage and shit. Now it's Hill Drip right off 606. Now it's the Hill Drip shit. But I used to work in that building. I drove the forklift that put the containers on the back of trucks. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I was sharp with that joint. I even worked the crane inside the motherfucker to put the containers back in the stacks. I worked the crane on that. Like I worked there. When I worked there, I was running the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? And they had these 2 white dudes. It was me, the Spanish dude named Jesse, and we was working under these 2 white dudes. But these niggas was crooks. And they was like they was stealing shit. They was stealing people's furniture, reselling that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit been there for a while. They selling it to their people or letting their people come and get it. We had gas tanks there. They was letting their people come fill up their gas. Motherfucking filling up their shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was never paying for gas. They was letting people store shit in there for free. You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't running drugs out the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So me and dude was running the joint, and they wouldn't want to do shit. Like they never wanted to come out the office. They was like, yeah, y'all got that right? All right, cool. And I think they was doing like coke back there. You know what I'm saying? So me and Jesse just ran the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it was a narrow aisle forklift. It was a motherfucking the stand-up joint where I was putting the containers on, you know what I mean, the wooden crates and shit that be in everybody's joints. I was putting them together, putting them motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Even on the road joints.
What's the first forklift? What was you at for the first time you used the forklift? What was you at? I never used the forklift. Never? Nope.
Nigga, I drove every kind of forklift. Even at work at an HVAC joint with the clamps, and you could clamp like HVAC units. That bitch off and put it down. Shit. Man, I can drive any forklift ever. You know what I'm saying? The first one I was on just a regular little sit-down yellow joints. First one I ever drove. That was at I think that was at security moving stores. Because I moved furniture till I was like 21.
Okay.
25. I moved furniture till I was 25. Might have been 27. I think I broke my neck at 27. I was like, fuck this moving furniture shit. I think that was it for me. So I think it was 27 when I broke my neck. You know what I'm saying? And then I stopped moving furniture, but I got into furniture. I was still in the furniture business because I was good at it. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I was doing. I know how to tell people what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm going to stay in the warehouse. But then it turned into me driving the trucks for him. And being, like I said, me and Jesse would have to go out. Like, everybody's out, and me and Jesse running the warehouse. And then they'd be like, yo, such and such need another container and pads and all that shit. So me and Jesse had to load up the trucks. Jesse got drunk in public, so he couldn't drive. And then me and Jesse had to go out and help them finish, load up that truck, and then wrap everything up, and then bring that truck back and leave that truck. Like, it was like crazy.
Working at the liquor store, the amount of people
that don't have licenses and can't drive because they'd rather drink.
It made me stop judging people that don't drive. Because I'm from Richmond. Public transportation and all that. So.
Right.
And when you're 16, as soon as you can drive,
you want to be on the road.
Like, that's everybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? But learning, like, you know somebody that come from New York, California, like, they can't drive. It's like, that's not nothing weird. Like,
and you don't want to drive, motherfucking. You nervous, motherfucker. You don't want to try to drive in no city anyway.
And it's funny because my first time going to New York, my man was like, yo, you want me to drive? I was like, you asked, so yeah. You know what I mean? And this nigga, this the first time. This the first time I seen this shit. So a bus made a turn. So we turned on the inside with the bus. Like the first time I seen a nigga do that shit. You know what I mean? Like that was crazy, yo. I went up there to that was like a whole bunch of first things happened when I was in New York, nigga. So I was going up there to perform. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was going up there to perform for a person, nigga.
For one nigga?
Yes. What? No energy, nigga? I gotta do all this? What? So that didn't go well. But that was, I guess I wouldn't want a nigga that would jump up on the table. Because you hear stories about niggas jumping up on the table and shit. Nah, that ain't me, dog. I just found out I'm supposed to be doing this. I didn't know what that was.
That's because you were extrovert.
What you mean?
As an extrovert, you draw in energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how your batteries get recharged.
Yeah.
Introvert.
That was weird.
But put off the energy. So.
But before, one nigga that know the song, one nigga ain't never heard the song.
Yeah. And nobody. And that nigga definitely not even trying to show no emotion and shit.
And this nigga know how to act. Oh, man, you learn so much doing people. I guess you learn so much doing anything, my nigga. But doing music, I just learned so much dumb shit. It's fun, like, you look back on the shit. Like, you might think you didn't really do that much, but you look back on that shit, just all the stories you either got or just the shit you learned, actually. You know what I mean? About life from just being an artist. You know what I mean? And like I said, you feel like you didn't do anything, but you now understand, like, so many people didn't make it to the little marginal step that you feel like you at. Like, a lot of people done music, they ain't perform. You know what I mean? That's small to us, but a lot of motherfuckers, they need to do that.
I ain't never performed in front of no crowd, like.
But at the same time,
I wanted thousands of shit. I did a couple hundred.
That's true.
The biggest it got for me.
That's true. Like I said, the biggest crowd I got, I don't really know how many people was there because of the fucking lights. But they came to see Gucci, so I'm pretty sure it was a good amount of people there.
You got some thousands.
Yeah. I ain't get no thousands. I think we was the second of the opening, and it was like 7 opening. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we probably got like maybe 700.
700 better than I'm thinking like 2, 3.
I did
fucking little outside joint.
Yeah, them joints hurt, boy. Like I said, we had this spot. That is so funny that we didn't make it pop even more, but we had this spot that we was in every single month. And every single month, dog, I'll turn around that corner, hoping everybody I invited was there, just hoping it's a good turnout. And every single month, nigga, it was just a disappointment. And once in a while, I'd be like, okay. But it was so crazy because, like I said, it was a bar on the outside, too. And it's funny because if I was about the promoting part, you make sure they come down here. Because that's twofold, because they got a bar down here that the people throwing the joint. That's their bar. You know, they get tips on. That's their house out everything. That's how shit. Like, we did it a couple times. It's like you do something a couple times, it don't work, so you don't keep doing it. No, nigga, like, you know this is the formula, you keep doing it. Because this is the formula. You know what I mean? You don't not promote because it didn't work that time. Like, no, nigga, promote again. Promote again. Every time you hear it, you know what I mean? Go get them niggas. So yeah. That shit was fun. I think I might put that joint.
And niggas don't support.
Facts. I mean, and it's funny because they always talk about how when you go out of town, how much more love you get.
Right.
That's the formula. Like, why are we trying to beat a dead horse, nigga? That's the formula. Get your ass out. You feel me? Niggas don't want to hear about shit they probably did too, because they from the same city you from, nigga. Y'all all do the same shit to an extent. It's a little bit different to your story, but that ain't cool to rap about.
Right.
Or is it cool for me to listen to niggas that talk about that shit, apparently? So so everybody making the same music, talking about the same shit. You know what I mean? So niggas ain't gonna support that shit. You know, back in the day when we were at the shows, there were a number of other artists there to listen.
Right.
They ain't supporting.
And they be like, shit, what can I take from this nigga?
Yeah.
I like that hook.
And that funny
that shit.
But that's what, when you seen an artist that was different, like even if you was one that came here knowing you was that nigga, and then you seen, oh no, this is different. Because a bunch of these artists is feeling this shit too. And he brought niggas with him, like all that shit, like you see a nigga that's doing it the correct way, like the whole sell tickets for niggas to get here, and niggas ain't really like that. Like, what? That shows that you can do this actually, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, and so they get the marquee time, and when they came in, like a bunch of niggas come in with them, and they leave out with them, and y'all mad at them. Like, nah, nigga, you do the same. Fuck, nigga, you wouldn't be here if you knew what time you was rapping, nigga. Like, you one of the niggas they ain't tell because you said them tickets, nigga. All that shit's hilarious, bro. That shit was fun, nigga. God damn.